A broader conversation needs to be had on why we are associating femininity with submission and softness. The construction of femininity itself was conceived out of ideas rooted in racism, colonialism, structures that systematically denied Black women any form of humanity. What do you have to say about this as a panel?
I think it's interesting, the question that has brought forward. Thank you so much for the question, Komoto. It's important to make note that generalizing certain attributes to people limit us as people. I think that's what the greater question. So as female in this forum and at a greater setting, we need to come to a constant reboot and reassessment as to what new terminologies or connotations do we want to bring forward in defining ourselves. This is a question of definition, of defining ourselves. We need to understand that we sit in a patriarchal society. That's where we're coming from in understanding. So the words in softness and submission maybe are not the terms we would want to refer to ourselves. Maybe it's more resilient and graceful that we would like to use in when we're trying to understand our duality of trait. And I have to bring it back to the duality of trait, because in a workplace, your male attribute, which is having, assertiveness, has to come through. But just as much as your female attribute, which is collaborative effort and empathy, has to come true. So we need to really sit down as a collective constantly. Neologism is the beautiful word that they like to use to understand the history of words developing and growing, and how Urban Dictionary constantly grows in its understanding of appreciating language of the time. Do these words that are suggestive and, making us as characters, as female, embody us today? That's the question.